Hey, what's up, you guys? It is the Little Onion That Could, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to go over all of the new events that are coming out for the month of May. I have the screen on something that came out technically yesterday in Japan, the main scenario and Proud Mode quest updates. And if you guys haven't seen those quests yet, definitely check it out because, oh my lord. It's nothing incredibly major, but there is something major as well that people have been theorizing about for a while since Strelitzia's introduction. So definitely check that out. It's a good update. I really just wish they would fucking update this shit like more than once a month, maybe twice a month, if that's asking for too much, which I don't honestly think it is asking for too much. I think twice a month would be good as far as updating the story. But anyway, and then there's some Wreck-It Ralph shit, which, by the way, I am like kind of over the Wreck-It Ralph world at this point. Like, I'm more interested in seeing what's going on with Lorium and then Ventus, Scald, Ephemera, and Brain. But to each his own. I don't know. It's still kind of interesting, and the world itself is beautifully done, but I'm just over it. And then, yeah, like I said, they updated the Proud Mode quest. So that's another 600 jewels that you can get, in addition to the 1,000 jewels you can get from the 5 quests of the main scenario. And then, of course, you can get magic mirrors and gems and all that other kind of shit in Proud Mode, but whatever, we kind of don't really care. But no, not really. You do care. Proud Mode is a good way to farm jewels and stuff, so if you guys haven't really paid much attention to it, definitely go in there and get some extra jewels. But anyway, so that was that. Now let's get to what they have pretty much come out with for the whole month and the schedule for the whole month. So first we've got the draw tickets banner. So the draw tickets are back, and throughout this entire month there will be different ways to get these draw tickets. So one of the ways is through your daily missions. So I believe, which we'll look at in a second, but through your daily missions you'll be able to get some draw tickets. And then through the raid event as well, I believe. Let me see. Scrolling down. Yep. So through this raid event, you can get draw tickets as well. I think it's in the board. The boss itself might have a chance to drop these draw tickets as well. I haven't really read anything yet, so just give me a second. But I definitely know it's probably in the boards. And then, of course, for every 10 draw tickets you get, you can pull from the banner. So definitely try to maximize how much you can get within the limits of what you can get, because these are just free pulls, and we'll look at what you can actually pull from the banner itself in a second. And let me tell you, just based off of what's, you know, on the picture, it looks like there are going to be some good medals in here, so you definitely want to try to get as many draw tickets as you can throughout this entire month. But aside from that and the raid event, we get one of these power gem quests. We're going to have quests like these for every single type of gem, except for, I think, Sun and Moon. Those are more so like whenever they kind of give them, and we get less of them, but they have been generous with them. So don't worry about that. If you need more Sun and Moon gems, we'll eventually get them. But this is once again another power gem quest. I think it lasts for 11 days, 12 days, whatever. And then they'll switch to either magic or speed. It's probably in the schedule, so we'll look at that in a second. But anyway, moving on, we have a Shiva event. Now, I looked at the schedule as well. So we're also going to be getting a Leviathan and Ifrit. How the fuck you pronounce that shit? But anyway, we'll probably get... Not probably, we are going to get the Leviathan and Ifrit later this month, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same type of quest. So you can get sub-slot medals in this, which, pretty good, especially if they're all tier 10. I'm tired of getting the tier 7 and 8 and 9 ones. At this point, we should be trying to maximize the tier 10 ones that we have. Because if you get more tier 10 sub-slot frogs, you can replace the medals that you're using 4 sub-slots. So like if you're using any tier 10 medal that you have as a sub-slot medal, you can replace it with the frog medal, and then you can honestly sell that medal for draw points to pull on the draw points banner if you want to. But yeah, it's always nice to get frogs or whatever, so just keep that in mind. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like tiers 7 through 10 are being offered. 7 through 9 at this point, like I said, it's just kind of worthless to get, but whatever, it's free. Focus on that. And then if you beat her, beat Shiva, you get a title or whatever. We kind of don't really care about that. Some people might care. I really don't give a fuck, but to each his own. And then we've got another Keyblade challenge. So I think we've gotten this Keyblade challenge for, I know we got it last month, and I'm pretty sure we got it back in March as well. So this looks like it's gonna be a little trend thing. It's gonna last for 12 days, so half of the month. And you can get power, speed, and magic gems. They are really throwing these fucking gems at us. They're like trying to say, upgrade your Keyblades, and I'm not sure if that means that we're gonna get a power creep soon or something like that. But who knows? Plus, they're giving out Keyblade boosters as well this month, but we haven't gotten to that yet. So, from the looks of it, we're gonna have to use Stroke of Midnight, Starlight, Dark Gnaw, Fairy Star, and Fenrir and Divine Rose. And yeah, that's Diamond Dust as well. I kind of couldn't see it. It's kind of blending in with the banner. But yeah, Diamond Dust is there as well. So that'll be interesting. Then we've also got a new Coliseum this month. If you're like me and forgetful as fuck, I forgot that yesterday was the last day of the month for Japan. So like yesterday I was trying my hardest to do Coliseum because I hadn't done it. And let me tell you guys, if you do care about PvE Coliseum, make sure you do it like, you know, as early as possible or like reasonably throughout the month, because for me at least, it's annoying to have to do all of those quests and try to rank on the last day. It's just stressful to me, but y'all do it however you want to. But anyway, the skill that they're giving out for this month is Attack Boost 13 Max. So we have gone past Attack Boost 12. We are on Attack Boost 13 Max. I could tell that this was going to happen anyway because they were giving out SP Gauge 1 and Attack Boost 12 maxes and all of that. So once you see that they're releasing those types of skills and the rotation is pretty much gone through, you know the next month they're probably going to give you the next tier of attack boost. So that's what we're getting now. And you get this cute little, ooh, I almost called her Ava. You get this cute little aqua accessory, which is adorable. They've been giving out, I think, Terra Ventus and now Aqua, so super cute. And then, of course, you get some other shit in the rating boards, like Chips and Dales and all of that. Which, by the way, I have forgotten to fill out those boards before. Like, I've just done Coliseum for ranking, but then I forget to go get the extra rewards that are available. So make sure you're doing that as well, if you're like me and you just don't think about it. But anyway, oh, also the part is a rare enemy perk part, which, whatever. It's nice though, especially when they have events where there's a rare enemy and they can give, like, for example, they had the Jewel event where they would randomly drop Riku and Moogle medals, or Sora and Moogle medal. I don't fucking remember which fucking medals they were, but I really do hope those come back, by the way. We kind of do need another event that is purely for jewels and not, like, you know, not just a big bonus challenge or anything like that. Like a random chance you can get jewels. I always liked those events, so hopefully they bring them back in the future. But anyway, and from this month's Lux missions, I guess you can call them, you can get this spirit part, or spirit animal pet thingy. It looks kind of cute. It's pink. It's like an axolotl. Axolotl? Is that how you pronounce it? Axolotl? I think that's how you pronounce it, but that's what it looks like to me. It's kind of cute, y'all. And if you get 10 billion Lux, which is not hard, you get all the rewards. Not hard at all. Just log in on one of the rating hours and fucking do this shit. And now I feel like more people are gonna have a reason to raid now just because they put draw tickets in the boards, which I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I don't really give a shit about raiding anymore. but I'm gonna raid this week just for the fucking draw tickets. It's kind of annoying that they put it in there, but also kind of nice for the people that do raid. So anyway, whatever. And then we've got the monthly gem quest. We always have this. This is another thing that I forget to do all the time because it's like all the way fucking down on the list of quests that you can do. And I just always forget to fucking do it. But this is a good way to get gems as well. All right, so now we are finally at the schedule. So for the first part, it has a question mark because it's a guerrilla event. So they've been having these guerrilla events. We just had one actually the other day where they randomly decide to give us a present of gems. So it can be power gems, speed gems, magic gems, all three of those, or they could be sun gems or moon gems or both, you know. So it's kind of nice that they're doing that. I just kind of wish it would be a surprise event of surprise. You get like 1,000 jewels. But anyway, that's just me. Beggars can't be choosers. But anyway, so that's what that is. Then on the 3rd of May, we've got an avatar parts event. I don't know what we'll have to do for that, and I don't know what parts we're going to get, but yeah. Then we have a reverse event as well where you can get the boosters that I was talking about. So you can get power, speed, and magic boosters if you do all of the events, and it looks like it's going to be reverse. Whether the enemy is going to be a reverse enemy or, you know, the medals you have to use a reverse, whichever one. But it's going to be oriented around that. Then on the 4th, I actually can't fucking read this. I can only read the quest part. So I don't know what the rest of that kanji says, but we're just going to ignore that and act like it doesn't exist.
Really? Really, bitch?
And then on the 5th, we have a weekly, you know how they do the special PvP events sometimes where we get 1,000 jewels? That's what this is. And then we have an upright defender event where it looks like you can get 30 gems from it. Once again, we're getting thrown gems here and there, so don't worry if you feel like you're missing out on gems. Then on the 7th, we've got a Proud Mode campaign, which is interesting. So, and if you do this Proud Mode event, or campaign rather, it looks like you can get draw tickets. So definitely look out for that and make sure that you take advantage of these events because like I said, at the beginning of the video, they're going to be dropping draw tickets throughout the month. So make sure you can grab them when you can grab them. And then it looks like on the 8th, a union challenge is going to begin. So we've had these, I think we might have had them every month, but we have them from time to time. So, and usually we always get the rewards anyway, because players are pretty adamant about making sure to hit the requisites or the prerequisites. So that's kind of something you can ignore. You're probably going to get the rewards from it anyway. And then it looks like we've got an Olympus event. Sorry, I was reading the fucking thing. Ooh, ignore that shit. Ignore that shit. Anyway. And on the 9th, it looks like we've got an Olympus event. So, oh my God. My fucking brother keeps fucking texting me. Okay. Anyway, for the 3rd fucking time, it looks like we've got an Olympus event where you have to use the Starlight Keyblade. So I don't know what rewards we're gonna get. Probably some brooms or magic mirrors, gems, chips and dales, who the fuck knows. But anyway, that's an event. Then on the 11th, it's a rating week. So we have a special Lux ranking where the top 50 players or whatever get 3,000 jewels, which to me is bullshit. Like it should be the top, I don't fucking know. It should be the top 100 teams or top 200 teams, top 500 teams that at least get more jewels than we've been getting, because only like the super dedicated ones get that 3,000 jewels. And I honestly don't even know if that 3,000 jewels is worth it. Personally, for me, rating is boring, but you know, to each his own. Then we've got a Maleficent Dragon event where we can also get draw tickets from that. That's on the same day, so on the 11th. That'll be interesting. And I don't know how many draw tickets we're gonna get from these events, but we'll see. Then on the 12th, we've got, it looks like, okay, so that's speed gems that you can get. And it drops, it's probably the same thing as the power event that we just got today. So, you know, like I said, they're probably gonna release a magic one as well this month. So then we've got a Proud event versus the Leviathan. So like I said, they were going to do Shiva, Leviathan, and then Ifrit is after this one. But this is the day that they're going to do the Leviathan one, so on the 15th. And then we've also got a 10-turn challenge. So it looks like we're going to have to defeat the enemy in 10 turns. I don't know what the HP is going to look like, but that's coming out on the 17th, so that should be interesting. I'm interested to see what kind of rewards we'll get too. Whether it's going to be based off of how many players complete the thing, or if it's just going to be individualized, who knows. But anyway, we've also got a new Union Cross, not event, but you know, a new multiplayer bullshit on the 18th. I don't know what they'll give. I'm kind of bored. I ignore Union Cross. I don't know if anybody pays attention to it, but to me, it's not worth it. I wish they had, you know, because originally when it first came out, we were getting like 600 jewels, 800 jewels from the boards. I kind of wish they brought that back because they reduced the number. I think it's to like, what, 300 jewels or some shit? Either way, I fucking ignore it. For me personally, the amount of coins that it takes to get to clear all of the boards is ridiculous, and I am not spending that much time on it. So hopefully they change that, but who knows? I don't know if people agree with me or not, but anyway. On the 19th, we've got the Power of Hero event. I can't remember what the fuck that Keyblade is called, but it's Hero's Origin or some shit. I don't fucking remember, y'all. But it's the Olympus Coliseum themed Keyblade. That's the event. You're gonna have to use that Keyblade for this event. And it looks like you can get spirit parts from this event as well. Or it's a separate event. Actually, no, sorry. The spirit parts event is a separate event. But anyway, you get those two events on the 19th. And then on the 20th, we've got the big bonus challenge where you can get the 5,000 jewels. Usually they're always doable. I feel like the majority of the player base should be able to do it, but who knows, maybe they'll step up the difficulty this time, especially since we've got a new wave of medals with a new wave of power attached to them. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. Then on the 21st, it looks like we've got a drop ticket event or drop ticket campaign. I'm not sure what it's going to be for and what the requirements will be, but there's something special revolving around drop tickets that day. Then on the 22nd, we've got the high score event. I've already expressed my fucking my fucking opinion on it. Waste of time. I don't need those gems. People don't need those gems. What we really want is to see a special, powerful medal being offered, or even jewels. So hopefully they change the high score challenge event. But anyway, aside from that, we also get the magic gem drop event. So like the power one that we just got, and then the speed one that we got, like, not that we have gotten, but we're gonna get in like a couple weeks. So yeah, they're rounding it off with the magic at the end of the month. On the 25th, we've got another, what looks like a drop raid event. So something special with the raid boss that we have. Whether they're gonna give drop tickets or something, I don't know, but we'll see when that gets released. And then we've also got a Goofy event. I'm not sure what it's for, whether it's for a specific debut or his birthday, I'm not quite sure. But we've got a Goofy event, and I don't know if they're offering a medal or whatever, but we'll see. And then we've got a critical event, and this is against Ifrit, so this is gonna be at the end of the month. And then we've got another pet parts event, or excuse me, spirit parts event on the 27th. We've got a time attack mission. Well, not a time attack mission, sorry, but a time mission, kind of similar to the one that we just got. The weird one where enemies are only available at specific times. I've kind of been ignoring it, but I've never seen the gold tricolor, the gold mushroom thingy, so I don't know. I'm not into it. If it's fun for y'all, check it out. If not, just kind of ignore it. And then finally, we've got the main quest scenario update, and then the Proud Mode update at the end of the month, more than likely. But they haven't given a specific date for it. And that will round out the list of events for this month. Now let's get to the interesting shit. Not to say that wasn't interesting, but let's talk about the new fucking medal. This is Kingdom Hearts 3 Dark Riku Supernova Plus. Now, let me just tell you first, I have a vendetta against this motherfucker. As you all know, Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind the data boss fights were available, and this motherfucker was one of the bosses. He was hard as shit to fucking beat. He was annoying as hell. He was powerful as hell, and actually I beat him in like 2 times.
But he was annoying as fuck for those 2 times.
You like it? You like that darkness? I'm done with you! Later! Come on! Try again! I'm unstoppable! Later! One more! Later! One more! Later! I'm unstoppable!
So what does this motherfucker do? He does something that's interesting that we haven't seen in the metal for a little while. I think the last one we saw it in was a Luxord medal that came out a little bit ago. But basically, his multiplier hits its max multiplier when it has a 50% chance to get his max multiplier. So his max multiplier is 106.15. I'm gonna repeat that again, 106.15. This is the highest multiplier in the game currently. So this medal out damages the new Sephiroth, the new Cloud, the new Tifa, the new Sora and Riku, everything. It outclasses them in terms of damage, 50% of the fucking time. But that is extremely powerful. So let's read his abilities. So he's another 2-turn medal. Like I said in my previous videos, this is just the new normal, these 2-turn medals. Pretty soon, probably, we're gonna have 3-turn medals and all of that. But this is just the next jump in power. So he increases speed metal strength by 3,000 for 2 turns. He increases all of your buffs, your general, your speed, and your reverse strength buffs by 15 tiers, and then decreases the enemies by the same amount. He doesn't increase the enemy's counters. He has a defense break by 30%, which is really good. So he is a PvP and PvE medal. Super powerful. Does a critical hit at 50%, so he does his max multiplier at that 50% range, and he does 6 attacks. Now I want you to look at his lowest multiplier. It is an 84.92. That is pretty respectable as well. So don't think if you don't get that critical hit chance that he's gonna do a lackluster amount of damage. No, that is not the case. He will still do a lot of fucking damage. Probably around the new medals, on par with the new medals, excuse me, so that the Sorcerer, Tifa, Cloud, Sephiroth, all of them do a little bit more damage base-wise, I think, but his max multiplier outclasses them all. So what does the Supernova do? For 2 turns, increases speed metal strength by 6,000. So once again, we have another 2-turn medal that increases by 6,000 speed strength. And it still just blows my mind how they have completely outclassed Tifa already. So if you are pulling from that Final Fantasy VII deal and you get a Tifa, I'm sorry. But at the same time, she's still a powerful medal. So if you get her, I honestly wouldn't pull for this. And that's more so on this basis of save your jewels. However, if this really helps your setup, definitely get this Dark Riku, because he's even better than the Sora and Riku medal, just because of the damage that he does. Now, and I will point out this as well, reverse speed medals are very hard to come by. If you have noticed, they get the least amount of love in the game. So when these kind of get released, you kind of want to be like, is it good? Is it not? And this medal is definitely worth your 15,000 jewels. It's very unfortunate that they released it at this time, simply because people are exhausted on jewels coming off of the anniversary. But this is definitely a respectable medal to pull for. Now, on my opinion, whether you should pull for it or not, no. And that is dependent upon how many jewels you actually have. So if you are sitting at 15,000 jewels right now,
do not fucking pull for this shit.
Don't pull for this shit unless you have a safety net of jewels. So if you're at 30,000 jewels, I would be like, okay, sure, maybe you can pull for this if you want to, and if you really, really need it. If you don't really need it, don't fucking pull for it. I don't care how much damage it does. I don't care how good this shit is. If you are really looking to save your jewels, these are things that you have to think about when you are trying to figure out what you should skip on. And this medal is not necessarily something that you need. Honestly, I would get this if you need, a better reverse speed setup, which I think everybody fucking needs a better reverse speed setup. If you care about PvP as well, because this is a great powerful, super powerful PvP medal, probably the best PvP medal in the game right now, simply because of its damage and its defense break, and its supernova, which I haven't even finished fucking explaining. Let me do that. So it does 15 tiers of general strength and 15 tiers of speed strength to you, and then down on the enemy by the same amount. Same with reverse strength and defense. Guilt bonus of 300%, which is whatever. And then it also has a defense break for its supernova, which is 100%. So this medal, honestly, is the best PvP medal in the game right now. This medal is probably, in terms of power, the best medal in the game right now. But, like I said, don't pull for it unless you feel like you need it, unless you can pull for it and you just want to splurge, or you just like this motherfucking medal. But do watch your jewels, and if you do pull for it, awesome medal, guaranteed in 5 pulls. This is a great deal. I have not decided yet on whether or not I'm gonna pull for this. I'm not pulling for it on my JP account because my JP account is only sitting at like 29,000 jewels, so I'm not gonna do it. My global account, however, is sitting at probably around 80,000 jewels right now, I think. And who knows, you might see a pull video tomorrow for it. Or you might not, I don't know, we'll see. I do need a better reverse speed setup, and I was literally thinking about this the other day for my global account. So I may fucking pull for it, but we'll see.
Liar! Liar!
But anyway, we got one more thing to look at, which is, well, actually, we got a couple more things to look at, but this is what I wanted people to actually pay attention to. So this is a 1-day banner, and if you look at it, you can get 10 Supernova Plus medals or Supernova Plus Plus medals out of this pull. So when they usually have this, you can only pull from it once, and it only lasts for a day, which is the case for this banner. This is worth everybody's pull. So if you have 3,000 jewels, I would pull for it. There's no reason you shouldn't, or that you can't pull for it. This is a smart banner to pull on. They don't often appear, so capitalize on this, and you might get something really good. You might get something that you had traits sitting on the side for, but you didn't actually have the medal for. And you might get something that really improves your setup, all for the cost of 3,000 jewels. It's really just a luck-based thing. You might get shit, you might not get shit. But we'll look at what you can pull from it in a second. And for the final thing, we have a Hainer, Pence, and Olette. Avatar boards, 15,000 jewels. They're just reprints. Whatever, if you want them, get them. I ignore this shit, to be honest. But anyway, so let's look at the draw odds for this particular special banner that I was talking about before. So you can get Supernova Plus Plus, Sora Chain of Memories. You can get the Terra Xehanort. You can get the Sephiroth, not the newest one, but the Dissidia version. So the one that does the defense break and all of that, which is still respectable. You can get Elsa. You can get the Rock Troll, you can get Key Art number 22, you can get Terra, you can get Ventus, you can get Aqua, so the new Supernova Plus Plus, all of that. You can get Xion as well. You can get Yen Sid, you can get the Rage Form Sora, so the copy medal, you can get the Lingering Will, copy medal. You can get the Lee that just came out. Wait, sorry y'all, I'm reading this shit. The Lee that does the 2-turn speed metal buff, so the low budget not the low budget Tifa, the low budget Sora and Riku that just came out, and the low budget Dark Riku that just came out.
You are a low budget bitch.
You can get that Lee within these pulls. You can get Pooh, you can get Aerith, from what it looks like, Yuffie, and Leon, and Roxas, and the rest of that is Supernova Plus shit, which we don't really care about. But it looks like you get a very nice assortment of medals. Some have a higher chance of getting, so these 1% medals are the really good medals from what it seems like, and then you get a 0.5% chance for some of the other good medals, like the Renova medals. You get there's less of a chance that they will appear. Oh my god, I cannot fucking speak. But anyway, let's do some fucking pulls. So I'm gonna pull once on this shit. Oh, and I said that you can only pull once on this shit. but it looks like you can pull 3 times. From what, if I am reading that correctly. But I don't think you're guaranteed anything within those 3 times. So honestly, pull once at the very least. If you want to pull 3 times and spend 9,000 jewels on this, whatever. But I am going to pull once for this. So let's do that now. I'm probably going to get hot shit, y'all. They're not in a good way. Okay, so we got upright. Let's see what's in it. Okay, so we got a few reverse. Oh! Ooh! Oh! That was a really good pull. Ooh, shit, y'all. That was a really good pull. Specifically for the following 3 medals. And more so the following 2 medals, but 3 medals. I'll count Elsa. So the Rage Form Sora, copy medal, Supernova ++, really fucking good. Not better than Reaper because Reaper Supernova exceeds the Lingering Will and Rage Form Sora because it's a 2-turn. But either way, still really fucking good. I got Terra. I already have one of these on my JP account, but it's good to get another one. So I have another Renova for power. My power setup, ooh, Lord Jesus. And I think I got some fucking trace for this shit. Maybe, maybe not. Who the fuck knows? And then, of course, I got another Elsa, which now at this point I have 3 on my JP account. And it's boosted. Really good. Wow. So this makes me want to pull again. That was a really good pull. But, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I only got 26,000 jewels, though. I'm not about to spend all my fucking jewels on this shit. Yeah, we're gonna pull.
Well, what the f is you talking about, huh? It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
I don't really care. We're gonna do all 3. All right, we got another upright. We have got another upright. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, this is a good ass banner. So I got the fucking Ventus. Now I can renova all the speed medals. And I have shitty speed medals, so that'll be good. I think I have Tifa on this account, actually. Or do I? No, I don't got Tifa on this account. But now I can make a really decent speed setup. So that's good. I got Pooh. I don't have Pooh yet. He's a decent power buffer, I think. Maybe. Nah, I just read his ability. That's okay. It's cute. And then we got Spirit, which is good for raiding, I believe. I don't think I have any traits for it, so he's gonna be sitting in my inventory for a while. But all right, here we go. Woo! All right, this is upright. Reverse, upright, upright, reverse, reverse. Okay. Okay. Well, damn. So I have a third Supernova ++ Terra. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good. And then I got another Sephiroth, which I guess is okay. I mean, for PvP purposes, that's good. And he does pretty good damage in general. So I got the Vexen. I don't think I have him yet. Well, clearly I don't have him yet. He's okay. I think he's more of a defensive medal, but he's got a pretty decent multiplier, I suppose. Nothing to write home about, but... And this is also, I think, a PvP medal. He does plus 9,999, like Yensid and I think KHIII 22. But he does it for power medals, so that's pretty interesting. And he does do a defense break. And he does, he protects. He reflects damage. Sorry, not protects. He reflects power damage by 15% power damage. So that's pretty good. Decent PvP shit. All right. So that wasn't horrible. Pretty good odds of getting good shit, but pretty good odds of getting hot shit as well. If you noticed, there was a lot of garbage in those pulls, but nothing absolutely terrible, and there were a few gems. So definitely I didn't feel like my 9,000 jewels was wasted. But the last thing we're gonna do is look at this, which is the draw odds for the Dark Riku banner. So usually in these 5 pull mercies. All of the other medals are pretty much shit. So you're really just pulling for this Dark Riku medal. But this Dark Riku medal is really fucking good. So if you do decide to pull for it, again, you will not be wasting your jewels at all. This is a really good medal. If you really need reverse speed, definitely grab it, I think. Well, not definitely. Do it within your means. But if you can grab it and you feel like you need it, go ahead and do it. Again, I'm on the fence about this. Definitely not on the fence for my JP account. I am not pulling for this on my JP account. But for my global account, I have more flexibility. So we will see with that though. But guys, that is going to end the video. Jesus, this has been going on for a while. I'm sorry for rambling on. But if you liked the video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Oh God, I feel like a generic YouTuber now, but definitely do all of that. And check out my last video if you haven't. I talk about the new Sora and Riku medal, which is still a good medal to pull for, by the way. But, however, this new Dark Riku is better in terms of the damage that it puts out, and it's also a PvP medal as well. The only difference is Dark Riku has less slots on the Keyblade to work with, so that is something to think about as well. Good for Missing Ache and Divine Rose. Not so good for a lot of other Keyblades, but anyway, that's something to think about as well if you are debating between pulling for Sora and Riku and this Dark Riku medal. But in general, look at your jewels, see what you can do, see what you can't do, pull within your means, but more than anything, have fun with the game. But that is all. I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys have any questions for me, put them down in the comments below. Thanks. Bye-bye.